I'm at, it is cold, right? So I got me a, I know it's blue, but blue means chakra, so it's open. Listen, 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 listen for that throat chakra. So we're going to talk about some things tonight. Actually, I'm going to look up some definitions for y'all as well. How y'all are doing? Hope y'all are doing well. Got my lemon water. Yes, yes. So, I don't know if y'all know, watch Kimberly Dickerson when she does her, what she wears is her fashion. She take a cup of perfume and she do like this. Like, yes, that letting you know all of this expression is open. So with that being said, we're going to get started on our topic tonight, Lavi's life lessons. I think about bringing Caddy back, y'all. So y'all be ready, Caddy. And then guess what? I think I go back on Facebook after next week. We're ready. This right here has been a challenge, and I think I stepped up to the plate for it. But let me not hit this stand. So I just wanted to make sure that, like I said, I came on here for us tonight because the reason why is we are dealing with a lot of things, and how can I say this? The things that we are dealing with, that we're sitting with, that we're having, it is calling us to shift, to change, to transform and transition. Okay? And it's asking us a question. And the question is, are you ready for the you to come through? Are you really ready for you to come through? Well, come through what, Dolly? Come through with a whole brand new you. You're waiting for others to see you, but you don't see yourself. Well, if I just do this, I do this, I'm going to be and I got to, no. The biggest thing for you to do right now is to allow yourself to come through the transition, the shift, the change, the transformation. And that's the reason why it feels like everything is hitting you from every different area, every way, every level, every whatever. Because it's your time to come through. A lot of people right now that's in your circle are being your mirrors. And the things that they're going through, the things I told you that we just had, look, I know when I did that video on projection, I knew I was going to see that, and I knew a lot of people was going to experience that. And that is what's happening. A lot of people are being projected on, and a lot of people are projecting. And we really are taking a lot of stuff personal that we don't have to take personal. We've had these talks, y'all, on here about how people are not doing their work. Where the hell do you think that stuff is going to go? Towards you. Why is it coming towards me, Dolly? Because it's something I need to see. I need to see some things. I need to see if am I ready for this shift. I need to see if I'm ready for this new transition. And the shifts and transitions means and changes. You're not going to be able to take everybody along with you on this next level, on this shift, on this transition, on this change. You're not, everybody can't go with you. It was one question I heard to ask you from Spirit. And the question was, look in your circle. I want you to look in your circle of people. Without, I don't have a lot of people around me. Okay. But your circle of people, your circle of circumstances, just look around. Because some of y'all, if y'all work a job, you're around people. Some of you have children, you're around people. Some of you have family members, you're around people. Some of y'all have sisterhoods and brotherhoods and and fake hoods and real hood. You got all type of hoods. I'm gonna say relational. And with that, the biggest thing you have to ask yourself is what are they doing? What are we doing as a collective to come through? For us to come through. What are we doing as a collective? Are we really having the conversations that we want to become better? Better? Are we really having the conversations that we want healing? Are we really having the conversation that we really want to see ourselves? Are we really having the conversation that we want to build something? Are we really having the conversation, or are we having the conversations of drama all the time? I've told y'all to pick your folks. If your people, every time you turn around, it's something going on all the time, you're going to have to make a conscious decision. Is that where you want your shift to be? That's where you want your transition. Because you can transition, shifts and changes and transition, but you can change it, become them as well. And a lot of you have became the people that you were not supposed to become. We judge and we project and stuff, but some of that's you. So that's the reason why we're being hit with this stuff. We're being challenged. We're being pushed. We're being elevated higher, and does though it don't feel good, it's for you to wake up with a different perspective. You say you can't stand this person. I can't stand this person. I hate this person. I can't stand. Every time they come around, Dolly, come around, they make me feel uncomfortable. Every time they come around, it's always something. I'm never good enough to be around them. I'm never, your talk. Every time I get around this person, it's like they always doing something, and I get caught up, and then I get messed up because they'll tell me. Then check that. Then check that. Because have you really looked at that person's life to see? Wait a minute. You choose to do this because that's what you choose to do. You were probably raised in a certain household or had a childhood developing this. So let me look at you from a different eye, from a different perspective, and see, do I want to shift and become that with you? Or do I want to change and transition to become someone else, which is me, my real self, my genuine self? Or do I want to shift and change and become like you? Because guess what? I don't want you to leave me. I don't want you to abandon me. I don't want you to reject me because I have so many acceptance issues, so many approval issues, so many, all of these issues that I have. And instead of me sitting down doing my own work to see myself, I would just rather be like you. Oh, Dolly, yeah. I'd rather be like you. You bitter, I'm bitter. You stay upset, I stay upset. You get all in a tough, I get all in a tough. You say some crazy stuff, I say some crazy stuff. You talk negative, I talk negative too. Y'all signing up. We signing up, just signing. You wear makeup, I wear makeup. You get your hair straight, I get my hair straight. You get your hair curly, I get my hair curly. You drive a Benz, I want to drive a Benz. You drive a Mercedes, I want to drive a Mercedes. You live in a 5-bedroom home, I want to live in a 5-bedroom home. You got more children than me, I'm having children just because you got children. You work on that job because I don't want to work on that job too. What? Society said we should be walking around here defeated and tore up and busted and disgusted and anxious and stressed and worried and all this stuff. I feel like I should do that too. Society done told us, or they done told us we ain't gonna do this, we ain't gonna make it, and they changing their shit. I feel the same thing too. And your next shift, transition, change is waiting on you. But it said, right now, what you're saying is, I don't want that. I want to go along with the masses. I want to go along with whatever. Look, I told y'all. The biggest test that you could have ever watched was how they got us in from 2019 up until now. They really got us before then. And you've seen all of your people, like I said, sometimes jump on the bandwagon because you don't want to do something different. You don't want to become uncomfortable. The uncomfortable. You don't want to step out on faith. You don't want to trust yourself to get the job. You don't want to upgrade your faith. You don't want to upgrade yourself. You really don't want change. You like it the way you are because it's comfortable. You really don't want to transition because you're so afraid that this transition is going to cost you something and that you're going to have to make a sacrifice. You don't want to shift because that shift means that you're going to have to leave a lot of stuff behind, 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 behind. That means you're going to have to forgive whoever you've been holding a grudge against. That means you're going to have to talk, maybe have some conversations with whoever. However, that might mean that you're going to have, I mean, seriously, like as my partner says, the uncomfortable conversations that we don't like to have. Not just with a person, but with ourselves. Sometimes you got to front yourself and say, you know what? I procrastinate. I experience procrastination. What do I need to do? And you get to research what procrastination is. First of all, anything, you look up the meaning. You look up the spiritual root. You look up the spiritual meaning. Then you go back and you get your journal or whatever y'all have. And then you be like, where did this start? You're confronting yourself. And you are afraid to confront you. Not nobody else, not no blame, not becoming a victim, but to confront you and your stuff. That's the uncomfortable stuff that you do not want to do. And a lot of us do not want to address or confront ourselves because when that truth comes, you can't point your finger at nobody. You can't be, it's on you. It's on you. It's on you. Nobody else is the problem. You're not the problem, really. You're the thing that needs to be addressed, the person that needs to be addressed. You have a house, you have a home. And I'm not talking about a physical house or physical home. Okay, I'm going to go there. Physical house or physical home. We'll go there. A building, I'll say that. Now, when somebody comes in that and disturbs whatever is going on in your house. Maybe they moved something, or maybe they came in and threw dirt somewhere, or maybe they came in and they're saying things about your home. But they come in and they disturb your house and your home. How do you really feel? How do you really feel? It makes you uncomfortable, right? Because you're not in your comfort zone. Because some of us, our comfort is our home. I get that. Then why do we let people do that? Make us feel uncomfortable in a lot of things. They might say something to you to make you feel uncomfortable. Do we investigate it? Or do we just accept it? If you don't accept somebody coming in your home, your physical building, why are we accepting for people to come in and project on us? Why are we coming in and letting people speak over our own visions and dreams and goals and telling us what we can't have and what we can't do? Who said that in a middle of a financial crisis that you can't become abundant? Who says that you are in dire I'm talking about that your health is crushed to the core, that you can't rise above that and become healthy and healed. Who says that you have been heartbroken by the person that you have loved, that you can't actually develop a loving relationship first with yourself and second with that person, because y'all have to sit down with the uncomfortable conversations and so we're going to go get some therapy. We're going to go get some counseling. We're going to get some healing and we're going to work through this. If you don't let them come in and do it to your physical home, why are we allowing people to come here and do it to this home? Why? Because you really, 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 really don't want to deal with the shift. You don't want to deal with the transition and the change. And all that starts with you. So we're going to get some definitions. All right. So let's start with shift. Okay. And I know some of y'all are like, what? What is this conversation? It goes over people's heads, and the reason why it goes over people's heads is because people really want other folks to come in and do the work for them. Y'all gonna have to stop that. It's draining you. It's making you upset. It's just tearing you apart. People want you to do the work for them. You can't do the work for folks. They got to choose to do it for themselves. You can't do it for them. And that's the reason why you staying all upset and frustrated, because folks, I just want them to be better. Why? How come you can't become better? I just want them to do right. Why? How come you can't do right? I just want them to love me. Why? That's your job. I just want them to quit coming in there cussing me out and going off me. Why? What are you going to do when it stops? Will you provoke them so that they can keep cussing you out? That's why I say you better look around in your circle. It matters. It matters. Okay, so shift. Shift means to move or cause to move from one place to another, especially over a small distance. Be evasive or indirect. A slight change in position, direction, or tendency. That's what the word shift means. A change in something or an adjustment in the way something is done. That's the shift. Alrighty. So the definition of transition. Let's see what that means. Because I'm telling you, some people are going through some shifts and changes, and boy, the stuff that comes with it. Transition means the process or a period of changing from one state or condition to another. Wow. Undergo or cause to undergo a process of period of transition. A change from one thing to the next, either in action or state of being. So they go hand in hand. I'll say that. But let's go back to this part where it says the process or period of changing from one state or condition to another. Now, a lot of people live under conditions. I have this condition. I have that condition. This is my conditions. Or this won't this. This. Those conditions are holding you back from your healing and your greatness. Because you're so comfortable in your condition. Can I say that? You're so comfortable in your condition. My condition is that if you don't do this, or if this don't this, then I won't do this. And a lot of us live under conditional love. If you don't buy me, because Valentine's coming up, y'all know how we get. If you don't buy me anything for Valentine's, then guess what? I'll do this. I won't do this. I'll withdraw. I will hold. I will block. Why didn't you buy me anything? Why didn't you get me something? You don't love me. Just conditions, 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 conditions. Why don't you do something uncomfortable this year? You know what the uncomfortable should be? When it comes up, if you celebrate the holiday, how about we doing something different? How about we sit down and see where we're shifting to? Who are we shifting into? Who are we becoming? Where is our next transition? What is going to be the next change in both of our lives and in our relationship? You don't buy me no flowers and no candy and no nut. And I don't buy you no flowers and no candy. Because I'm not going to prove that I love you. Love yourself first. And let me tell you something. When I say changing, that's why you got to know you. Look, this is the season and time for y'all. Look, the stuff that's about to take place, which I've been telling y'all, but I'm just gonna let y'all just deal with the way you can. But but we're changing, right? We're transitioning. We're shifting to something different, to become somebody. So you say you want to become new. You want to do all these things, and okay. So my condition may be that, or I can give this out as a condition, which is a belief or whatever it is. Instead of just saying you don't love me because you don't buy me anything, which is approval or proving something. Like I said, this year you don't buy me anything. This year I don't buy you anything. Because we both don't have to prove to each other that we love each other. It's going to show up unconditional. So we're going to do something different. We're going to change that tradition. And just give me an idea. And what we're going to do with that money that we've been spending on flowers, flowers and candy and gifts and, and all this, we're going to take that money, we're going to build something. Yeah, we're going to put it together. We're going to do something different. But don't nobody want to do that because they love their conditions and they love a comfort zone. Or maybe you're single. Maybe you right here in your singlehood. You know what? I'm not going to go do the regular thing, like I said, with that holiday or whatever. I'm going to take that money. I'm going to invest. Because if I'm seeing the changes and shifts and transitions going on around me, then I need to be building something so that I can have something built up when things become a little shaky, I'll say. Now, girl, I'm gonna take that money and I'm gonna buy myself something and pamper me. And then I'll take a picture showing people that this is what I gave to myself. Comfort zone. Comfort zone. Instead of doing something uncomfortable. Doing things that's uncomfortable for your growth and expansion, for your next shift and next change, for your next transition. It's the process, and it's a process to it. We don't like the uncomfortable feeling of processes. But to process something, that's what you have to do. You got to look at all of the things that you've been doing to build up So that when the process comes, you're like, okay, this is being eliminated. Okay, I see this. Okay, I see that. Okay, I'm dealing with this. Okay, I'm dealing with that. Oh, it's uncomfortable. Oh, it's scary. It's all these feelings. But guess what? I'm going through the process. But you got to make a choice. You have to make a choice. If you say that you want to change and become better, if you say you really want healing, if you say you really want healing, I really want to heal, Dolly. I do. You do. Well, as they say, look at the thing that got you here to why you're not healed. That's a comfort zone for you. Because some people, you do know that some people want to stay sick or ill, or they don't want to become well because that might cost them to actually get off certain things or not get certain monies, or they might have to move. It's all types of things that you might have to do for that. Everybody ain't willing to let that go. They like their comfort zone. I like telling my story over and over and over and over again that I'm sick, that I'm sick, that oh, they said that this. No, they told me I won't go. I like that. It's my comfort zone because I don't want to do anything different. I don't even want to try to do anything different. I don't want to look at no YouTube videos, Dolly, about my condition. I don't want to get on social media and see any information because this is what they said. I don't want to get any books to elevate my thinking or change my thinking or perception or shift my thinking or anything because this is what they said. I don't want to go to an herbalist or go somewhere where they have natural healings that I might have to get somewhere and get still and put away all the distractions and actually rest and actually do the things that they said I need to do. I don't want to listen to nobody tell me anything because this is what I like. I like my comfort zone. And guess what? Whatever comes with it, guess what? I'm willing to bear it. But then you have that one person that's like, you know what? I don't want to be like this. I don't want to do this all my life. I want to shift. I embrace and welcome the transitions. And I really, really, really want change for myself. So I'm going to have to tell all my partners, friends, buddies, people, I love y'all, but this is my time to come through. It's my time. And I'm going to take time for me to welcome the uncomfortable situations, to welcome the uncomfortable things that pushes me out of my comfort zone, that elevates me, that takes me higher, that makes me feel all the feelings I need to feel to get where I say I want to go. Because this ain't it. This is not it for me. This is not it for you. But I got to allow you to stay where you at. So with that being said, look around and see what it is. What I love the fact that we don't get me wrong. Like I said, I'm the same way. Creating, vision boards are good. They're good. Planners are good. They're good. Writing out all the things that you said you want to do, that they're good. Because you don't see too many people doing no resolutions. Wonder why. But those things are good. But the work that comes with it, are you willing to do it? Are you willing to do it? And to see, not just, oh, I'm gonna get out here and I'm fixing to work on this, and my body, I'm fixing to go out here and go to, and okay, that's right. You lost the weight, or you releasing the weight. I get that. But are we willing to do the work? To where did it start? What was it protecting? Because weight means protection. Weight on your body means protection. It is protecting something. It's protecting you. A lot of us been going through some mental things. I'm talking about this stuff been hidden. What it is it's just it's your shift and your transition is changes up on you. The reason why you're going through all that mental, all that because your mind is saying enough is enough. Dig deeper. Go into that subconscious and see what is what. Go into the unconscious and see what is what. Reason why, maybe like I said, financially, you like, okay, okay, God, I want this money and I need this money and I get this money. And oh my gosh, the weather's changing. So guess what? We weren't able to go to work. And it's because, it's like I said, it's a comfort zone, it's a rat race. What can you do to shift your perspective about your money, about your time, about your investments, about your gifts? It might be calling you to do something different. That when things do, or people, you get the phone call, it might be changing for you to do something different. I'm gonna put it out there, you get the phone call and they done laid you off and you like, I got all this stuff, or I got bills, I got this, how I'm gonna take care of my family, how to do this and then doing that, all these things. But it might be the shift and change transition that you need, because guess what? All this stuff that you collected, you'll be like, okay then. Time to let it go. If it's not going to be my basics, and what can I do to create my own financial wealth for myself? I got gifts. You have gifts. But do you stay in the comfort zone? Or do you welcome the shift and the change and the transition? Relationships might just go through friendships. You got friends, and like I told y'all, you're going to have friends and mates, and seasons are coming and seasons are going. And that thing might be challenging. It might get real tough or real challenging. Like I said, to either have the uncomfortable conversation, be like, we're not, what are we doing? Or what are we not doing? And are you willing to actually, like I said, go get help with me? Or am I willing to go get help? First of all, look at ourselves. Are we willing to work through this? Are we willing to just be like, you know what, our seasons is up? And we all know relationships and friendships, it take going to that damn table over and over and over again, because people are shifting. People are changing. People are becoming their authentic selves, even in their friendships. People are waking up in friendships and be like, you know what, I really what. Sometimes you just gotta tell yourself, you know what, I'm not really a good friend to other people. Sometimes you just gotta be real. I'm really not a good friend to other people because I'm still how to learn how to be a good friend to myself. Now you don't call me, you don't check on me. I was trying, you don't this, you didn't show up for me. You didn't okay, well, I haven't been a good friend to myself. So allow me to be a good friend to myself before I'll be a good friend to you or to anybody else. Because things in my life is changing and transitioning. And I might have outgrown you all, or you all have might have or you all might have outgrown me. So let us be at peace and just release the thing. A shift is upon us. The transition is upon you. The change is upon you. But what are you going to do about it? You do not have to accept what they are saying. You do not have to agree with what they are doing. You are the creator of your own life and your own reality. And though they might feel like this is what's doing, this is where it's going, this is what's happening, this is what's occurring, that is not yours. I am shifting to a different perspective. I am going through my process or my transitioning level at this point. That means I don't have to accept what you do, accept what you say, or deal with it on that level. Because I'm over here in my own lane doing what's best for me. And though to some people it might look like the most uncomfortable thing, you sitting here having pity on folks. Let me tell you something, y'all out here having pity and judging people. And I was thinking about even scripture wise, if I go there. Whenever I think it was this parents, they had brought their child to to be healed or to be addressed of the sickness or illness or disease. It might have been blind or something. And so the people in the background asked, well, why is the child blind? Or why is the child sick? Was it the mother's sins or the father's sins? What? People have their own thing to deal with. And we have to allow them the space for that. Not that anybody did something to them or anything. It's just theirs to come here and to learn their lessons with it. And that's you. You came here to learn your own lessons with it. You. You might have picked up something from your childhood, picked up something from your parents, but you came here to see, do you become them? Like I told you, do you shift and change and transition into what they were doing and who they were? Or do you become your authentic self and say, you know what, that might not be what I want to do or who I want to become? It's not for me to do that. It's not for me to become that. I am my own individual essence, my own creative expression, my own person. So you don't have to blame nobody else. They came here and taught you a lesson. You don't have to be a victim of your circumstance. You are learning your lessons. And they come with shifts and they come with transitions and they come with change. Who you were yesterday, you are not today. Who you were a month ago, you are not that person. You're steady evolving, steady ascending, steady elevating, steady growing, steady expanding. And the lessons are coming with that to do that with you and for you, not against you. But the biggest question you need to ask yourself is, are you ready for you to come through? Are you ready for you to shine like you've never even illuminated in your whole life? Are you really ready? Are you really ready to let go that has kept you in bondage for so long? Even if it's just a thought, the thought that I will never do this or I'll never become this. You got to do the work. That's why I said when people be like, and I was going to do a subject on this, talk on this about, have you let the old resolution go so that you can to embrace the new resolution if you made one. You got to release the old stuff, y'all, so that you can walk into your newness. If you have not, you're taking this with you. No. And then you wonder why things aren't doing what you say you want them to do because you have not released the old. You ain't did nothing with it. You just thinking, oh, okay, it's going to just change. No. You got to do the word. It seemed like, okay, when you go get buy brand new furniture, you're gonna do something, brand new clothes, whatever. You gotta do the work so that you can, like I said, you gotta either move the furniture or get rid of the furniture, or let it go, or bless somebody else with it. Same thing with whatever. You gotta do something different. So you gotta release it so that the new can be embraced. It can be, and you welcome it. Yes, and it's the same way with you. Have you released the old you so that you become this brand new person? Because you are shifting, you are transitioning, you're going through transitions, you are changing, y'all. You're changing so quickly, y'all. It's not waiting 2 and 3 and 5 and 6 years. You are changing so quick. Things are changing so quick. Where it used to take a lot, don't take that now. So why not just say, I welcome all of it. I welcome all of the uncomfortable things that I must experience so that I can become the greatness that I always tell y'all that you are. Because it's coming. Whether you like it or not, it's coming. The uncomfortable things are coming. And they pushing y'all out these, we getting pushed out of these comfort zones. Let me tell you, I'm going to say this and I'm going to get off. Baby, to get off, to be banned for 29 days. And I wasn't upset about it. I didn't get, I was like, I need this, I need this, I need this, I need this break. I need this, but then now when I have to get on here and do, this, oh gosh, gotta go from YouTube, put it on Facebook. And I'm like, you know what? You don't like to be uncomfortable. You like this comfort zone. Facebook was comfortable for you. You got to hide. You got to stay on there. But see, now I don't get to hide. Now I got to do some work. I say I want this. I say I want that. Now I got to do the work with it. Shifting my perspective. Because I was comfortable on Facebook. I was very comfortable. Get on there, click that button, go on. YouTube, take a little work. Facebook take work. YouTube do as well. And it pushed me out of my comfort zone. I needed that. Not for other people. And I know a lot of folks, I don't want to come over there and watch her on YouTube. I liked her on Facebook. Well, guess what? Those people, They like comfort zones. I cannot be there. I can't be other people's comfort zones. You can't be other people's comfort zones. Some of us coming in here and we're shaking folks up, and they got to do something different. And everybody don't want to do something different to stay. Everybody, listen, everybody don't want to do things differently or shift or change or transition to stay in your circle or be with you. Some people love their comfort zones enough, and you got to, oh, I got to say it, and you got to let them rest in them and let them die in them. Ah, that was hard to say. You have to. You have to. So again, you got choices to make. You got choices to make. And they will be uncomfortable. But they're pushing you out of your comfort zone so that you can become greater. So you can see the greatness. So you can see how you did this. Nobody had to come in and do it. You did this. This is your work. This is your life. This is yours. How great and gifted you are. You have forgotten how gifted you are. That's why when any little thing come your way, you tore up. No, it's shit. No, I'm gifted enough to get through this. That's why I said, are you ready for you to come through? I am gifted. That's what you tell yourself. I'm gifted to come through. I'm gifted enough to come through this test. I'm gifted enough to come through this trial. I'm gifted to come through this tribulation. I'm gifted to come through this challenge. I'm gifted enough to come through this issue. I am gifted. I am gifted. I am gifted. My gift makes room for me. And if that is your motto, if that is your mantra, if that is your verse, if that's your whatever, my gift makes room for me. But what comes with the gift is responsibility, accountability. But my gift is making room for me to elevate, room for me to grow, room for me to transition, room for me to change, room for me to shift, room for me to transform, room for me to grow up. It's making room for me. And if it's making room for me, that means it's going to require something. So again, are you really ready? Are you really ready for you to come through? Because it's going to cost you something. I keep telling you it's going to cost you something. Now, if you want to stay in your comfort zone, you are very welcome to stay there. But for us that actually knows our sacred purpose, and for us that actually know that we're growing and expanding, we know that things will come. Do we like them when they become uncomfortable? Of course we don't. Because guess what? It don't feel good, but guess what? It is good. Because it's working out for my good. So we have to keep moving. We have to keep elevating. We have to keep ascending. We have to keep evolving. We have to keep becoming something. Listen, and for you ones, like I said, we call chosen one, you're becoming something all the time. Woo, woo. Shift, shift. Oh, there comes another shift. Another shift. Another transition. Oh my goodness. Oh, sometimes we tired, we get back up, we get the, and we ain't got to swing. We just know, we know that's what it's for. Oh, okay, it's for my good. It's elevating me. Okay, all right. Change. Okay, shift. Oh, I can't stay here. Oh, I got to rent this apartment for 3 months, and then I got to move. Oh man. Okay, all right. I was friends with this person, but I'm not friends with them for the next 6 months. Oh, okay, all right. Okay, I got to go in my cocoon. Let me tell you something. Them shift and changes are real. Okay, all right, okay. I had $1,000 in my account, 5,000, 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, 40,000. Whatever my account. Oh, what is being taken out because somebody hacked my account? Train, shift, transition. Oh my goodness, gotta go back to the drawing board because I'm gifted enough to build my money back up. Ooh, all right then. Going through a health scare. Oh, okay. Going through a health issue. Oh, okay. All right, it's gonna make me uncomfortable. Okay, I might have to go to the emergency room or hospital. I might have to, like I said, do something different. Oh, okay. Oh, it's gonna do this. The side effects are gonna affect me, but I know I'm transitioning. I know I'm shifting. But baby, they coming because that's how gifted you are. I thought this thought or this and that and other. Okay, but I got to research so I can see this different. Okay, or then we ain't gonna talk about. It's so much out here. Oh, I'm quantum leaping. I'm quantum. I'm going through quantum physics. I'm going through. Oh goodness, that's shifting, changing. Okay, whatever. All right, now I'm beginning to see different. Now I'm beginning to hear different. Oh, I didn't hear like that last year. Oh, I'm beginning to hear things. Oh, I'm beginning to see things. Oh, people. Stuff is being exposed. Shifts, changes, transitions. Okay, but it's making room for me. That's it. That's the post, as they say. Okay? Love you all. But I at least wanted to come in here and actually, like I said, work on this YouTube thing. But actually address this because, again, y'all, we are going through some stuff and we can't get caught up. You cannot get caught up with what they're doing. I know you need to be informed. There's a difference. But you got to really start creating a new perspective and a new reality for yourself. You have to. Otherwise, you're gonna follow with the masses, and they're gonna be creating it for you. They get to have their say. You get to have your say as well. Okay? All right. Love you all. Have a fantabulous night, and we will be back. Don't know when, but we will be back. But now look, they said next week that I actually can do lives on Facebook. But I'm going to, like I said, bring it on YouTube and Facebook because hey, stuff is we got to move. We got to keep moving. All righty. All right. Love y'all. Have a good one. Thank you for the ones that came through. And if you didn't get to come through, guess what? The video will be up. All right, y'all have a good one. Bye bye.